Hello and welcome to Pre-Tech Math again. All right, this is our second video in our coronavirus series, and we are going to be talking about exterior angles now. I want to remind everybody that we have class Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 o'clock on Zoom. I'll send you out an email at about 9:30, and then office hours from 12 to 2 every day. Okay, so let's talk about exterior angles. I already told you what they are. For the most part, we're talking about, in a triangle, we're talking about those angles there, all right? As these being interior, this is the exterior angle. You could also have this as the exterior angle. I could draw this here. That's also an exterior angle. And we know, that those two are vertical angles, correct? All right, these two are vertical angles. This is an exterior angle. This is an interior angle. This is an exterior angle. This is the exact same as X. This is not that. This would be Y. This is not an interior. This is not an exterior angle, okay? Just so you know. Now, to solve for X, we did talk a little bit about this last lesson. That is a supplementary angle. If this is an equilateral triangle where all three of these angles are equal, this is 60 degrees, this is 120 degrees. And I found that right here. It's an equilateral triangle. 60 plus 60 plus 60 equals 180, triangle sum theorem. 60 plus x, 60 plus x equals 180, that's supplementary. Subtract by 60, x equals 120. That is 120. So what happens when we add all of our exterior angles? One exterior angle from each vertex, all right, each of the 3 points of the triangle. 120, 120, 120. Okay, what would happen when we add those? We're going to come back to that. The reason I ask is because let's say we have a square. Now, we just learned yesterday that the interior angle sum theorem, 60 plus 60 plus 60, 180 is the measure of the interior angles of a triangle. 360 is the interior angle sum of a square or rectangle. 90 times 4, 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90 is 360. What is the exterior angle? All right, well, you're probably saying to yourself, well, I know, Mr. Schwartz, this is 90 and this is 90 because those are perpendicular, right? That's a straight line. This is 180 degrees, and that is 90, and that is 90. So 90 times 4. So the exterior angles of a square are also 360, or are 360. Okay, moving on. Do you notice anything about how these 4 angles are made up? I want to investigate these 4 angles. We're going to do so on a different shape. That shape that we're going to use is this shape here, which is a 5-sided polygon. Not a pentagon, it's a 5-sided polygon. And actually, I'm not covering up anything. And yeah. Okay, so in this case, I can add 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different sides of this polygon, 5 different angles rather. What I'm noticing, and what I noticed here, is that there's a relationship between these. If I take these angles and I pull them out of that shape or that polygon, I'm going to redraw this one over here. I'm just going to kind of estimate what it looks like. Kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Then 2 kind of looks like this. All right. 3, I think 3 kind of looks like, if I'm looking at it there, and that kind of looks like that. 4 kind of looks like, let's see, I think I can draw that. 4 looks like that. And then 5 kind of looks like that. All right, so all I did was pull away those, oh, wait a minute. Actually, I'm seeing that these line up, and these line up, and these line up. I wish I had a system. You know what? I'm gonna redraw this and pause it for a second. Okay, picking up where we left off, I'm noticing a correlation between these two lines and these two lines. I'm going to redraw this. Actually, I'm going to put a little arrow here, and then I'm going to redraw that up here. All right, so if I redraw 1 and then 2, we're going to share this line. So then I'm going to go straight down, and then 3 goes off over there. 4 goes off over here, and then that's 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does that look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This goes all the way around in a circle. How many degrees are there in a circle? There are 360 degrees in a circle. So if I add 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, if I add 90 times 4, if I add 120 times 3, 120, 240, 360, 90, 180, 270, 360, whatever those are, the exterior angle theorem says that the exterior angles, the sum of them, end up being 360 degrees, a nice circle. So, measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 4. So all of the angles, all of the exterior angles, 1 per vertice, equals 360 degrees. We're going to rewrite that in a better way. All right, let me flip this over. Let me give you an example here. So we have this drawing. I want to refresh our memory on what these symbols mean. All right, who remembers what those symbols mean? All right, I'm sure Cooper's saying it out loud right now, that those mean parallel lines. If these two lines are parallel, this line is a transversal. So what do you notice about these angles and these angles? Well, if this is 150, if this is x, what we could say if we carry those lines across, remember, this angle and this angle are equal. These two angles are equal. Those are vertical angles. This is a transversal. These are alternate interior angles. These are alternate interior angles. So if this is 150, then this is 150. If this is x and this is 150, can't we solve for x? Solve for x? Okay, let's do that. Transversal, parallel lines, nice review. Okay, so now, can't we say, did I do the work? I did not do the work. So we can say that if this is 150, then we could say this and this is x and that's x. X plus 150 equals, these are supplementary angles, equals 180. So then I can subtract 150 from both sides, and I get my x equal to 30 degrees. Okay? 30 plus 150 is 180, plus 90 and 90, 360. That's our exterior angle sum theorem. Exterior angle sum theorem. All right, another theorem, another good place to put it. Basically, it says the sum of the measures of the exterior angles of a convex polygon is 360 degrees. The sum of the exterior angles is 360. That's awesome. So, if we were to do this problem, I would love it for you guys to pause this and actually take a look at it and solve it. If you're not going to pause it, we can look at, I gave you the angle measures there. What we can do is look at those angles in terms of solving for x, similarly to the one above. I can say that 79 plus 65 plus 90, because this is also 90, that's a perpendicular line. 90, you could also use supplementary angles, plus x plus 48 equals 360. 360. Combine like terms, x plus 282. All right, I solve for my exterior angle being 78 degrees. There it is. All right, what I've shared for you guys are some homework assignments, some problems in Schoology. Take a look at those, come back. All right, we'll have another lesson coming up. Thank you for coming. See you in class Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 o'clock, office hours, 12 to 2. Let me know what you need. We'll go from there. Thanks, guys.